all the hate for one particular live action film it's unnecessary.
Oh, so when you say unnecessary, you think people shouldn't be reacting how they're reacting to it?
Yeah, people are overreacting.
Why do you say that?
Sometimes life is hard. We have bills to pay.
Just enjoy.
Just enjoy.
You can't enjoy it, man.
It's a kids movie. I love Stranger Things.
Wait, did you start watching it late or like
No.
as soon as it
When
came
it
out?
first came out,
Yeah.
and there was barely anything on Netflix. I said, "What's this show?" And I heard that theme tune. I said, "This is my shit.
Oh, sick.
This is for me."
You like the sci-fi stuff?
Yeah, this 80s, anything to do with
yeah,
Goonies type of vibe. This is me.
But have you liked every season? Because there's one season that was questionable.
I think
it was last season.
I think season 2. What?
Last season was kind of questionable.
The last season was questionable.
It's one of the one when she's flying.
Run up the hill. No, that was I cried. I was crying in that season. I said that season was amazing.
Chrissy, wake up.
She didn't even die. She should have died, no?
I think season 2 is the least
Is that the
favorite.
season where they try to do the spin-off with the girl that also has the powers? She's
Yeah,
like
when she
12 or...
when she goes off
10.
to find her sister.
Yeah.
That was a weak one.
That plot line slowly just decreased, didn't it?
Was that the third one?
I think it was the second one, you know.
Yeah.
Because she meets that band of like kids.
So what's the third? What happens to the third one again?
How many seasons are there? Is there 3?
Yeah.
No, it's 4.
There's 4.
4.
Yeah.
Joseph Quinn is in the third one.
Baby Uma Thurman.
No, Joseph Quinn is in the fourth one, the last one.
Are you sure? No, he's not
No,
the
he's
last
in
one.
the third one.
Because they switched up, had that guy from Power Rangers in that season.
Yeah, but
Thing's brother.
wait, hold on.
Phil's
You
brother.
talking about James Quinn in Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
he's only in the last season. The last season he dies. He's only in one season. It's the last one. Because that's when they do the run up the hill and then they go and fight. What's the guy? Netka or whatever his name is. That's the last season he was in. I'm trying to remember what season that Power Ranger guy was in. The one he dies in.
Oh, it's
Season 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's only in one season. Yeah, he left such a good impression. Just one season. He was like, "Damn, I'm gone."
Best. Yeah.
He
gone now.
came for his check.
Bro, what's up?
He came for his check.
That helped his
Flame
career as well. Everyone was like,
Flame
wonder,
on.
"Where's this guy at, bro?
Flip more.
What's his next film? What's the next show?" Stranger Things is amazing.
So you are looking forward to the last season then?
So looking forward to it.
That's the only show that Millie's good in.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Is she good in Stranger Things?
I
She's not
wouldn't-
good in Stranger
I
Things.
wouldn't-
She's not great,
She's
but
trash.
it's her best performance.
Hey, let me turn off the music.
Out of all...
Millie Bobby Brown can't act, and that's a fact. She's not a good actor.
I feel like she hasn't taken a project that's going to probably
She's a
challenge her.
Netflix
She doesn't watch
actor.
films.
She's a Netflix actor.
But she said where I went to, what was the film she did recently? The Electric, whatever it was called.
The Electric State.
She said this is I do not like movies. I don't watch films.
Yeah.
What?
I said, what?
Then get out of here.
Well, that's
Sun
how,
makeup, she said.
but that's how you know that she was never, it was her parents that put it into it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, I don't know what to do now. I can do modelling now. Obviously, I'm married to Bon Jovi's son now, so
She's sorted for
is it?
life. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
last season and cut, bruv. I don't need to see her anymore.
No, but she wants to do that. What's it? So rumours are saying that she wants to do the Britney Spears biopic.
No. Baby girl, no. She don't need to do that still. She'll be trashing that. You lot think Millie Bobby Brown can act? Let's be real.
I mean, I haven't been put off by her. I haven't been like, oh my
Because
God,
the
this
roles
is so
she
dead.
gets, she don't say much.
She doesn't do much,
She
bro.
just shakes her head and goes, oh, the powers.
I mean, to be fair, I am tired of her just crying in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
She always crying. There's
And
a
get a
snot bubble.
nosebleed.
Yeah. The nosebleed, I get it, but she's always crying. Papa!
Oh my God.
Papa!
That's the thing. That's the only thing I don't like about Stranger
Mike,
Things.
you lied! You lied,
Oh
Mike!
my God, yeah. It's crazy. I feel like out of everyone in that series, she's the only one that, to me, didn't have much character
Development. She's been
It's
the
always
same.
been the
To
same.
me, she's equivalent to Henry Cavill in Superman and Justice League.
Oh, no,
we leave him aside because we know if he comes here now, the film is done. He's just going to take out the bad guy. So we just put her aside, we let her go do one thing, and we focus on these guys. This is who we came to focus on, because she always comes towards the end to save the day.
She's got the powers.
She's got the powers.
Yeah,
so just put it that side.
Yeah.
Because this should be a wrap straight away. Episode 1. Just put it there, and let's follow everybody else. So
Just it's not her story, really.
no,
let's be
it's not a
honest.
story. Maybe the first season was her story.
Yeah. Then they realized the kids were so good and everyone liked
Those
the kids.
kids are
So let's
those
latch
kids are
onto them.
amazing.
They ain't kids
You
no
mean
more
those
though.
grown adults?
They ain't kids no more,
Grown
bro.
adults.
Leave them.
They grown. Big grown up men and stuff like that.
Anyway, I think in the last season they're gonna dress like they're 18 and 19 now. So
They have to.
Yeah, they have no
The
choice.
younger sister, the younger sister, she's graduated high school.
Which one gets sister?
The
Oh
young-
yeah. I
she-
saw.
She
like,
literally
pictures of her.
graduated high school. That's a
However,
grown woman.
however, as well, like so when like the last season came out, and let's say I don't know the actual dates, but let's say they filmed it in, so it came out. Let's say it came out in 2022. They would have filmed it in 2019 or 2018, and then obviously come out now. So when they've done this one, they filmed it a couple
way
years back.
back.
Yeah, way back. So it's just about editing and all that stuff. They're the special effects that they're doing. So in this show, they might not even look like how they look now. They're like, oh, it's a couple years back.
You reckon you have to squint to watch this because of the VFX and all of that?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Because you
I
know
feel
how,
like
like
this is-
when they do VFX now, they make it so dark. Obviously, it's to hide all the mistakes and stuff. But do you reckon you have to squint for this season?
I don't think so. I think Netflix. I think this is one of Netflix's last like big shows that everyone watches as a collective. I think they spent
money on that electric state stuff.
Yeah, what did they say about
300 million.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things, they spent like a crazy amount for every episode. They said, I think the director was like, every episode is essentially a movie.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be exciting. I hope it's a good send off.
I don't know why no one has done the whole this whole thing with marketing. No one's done it. Like if you've got a big show that's got a big fan base and it's the last season, the last episode, cinema, blood.
Yeah.
Last episode, save it and put it in cinema for 2 weeks. You can still release it on stream, but you can say if you want to see it now and not wait like another month to see the last episode, watch it in cinema. No one's done this. Game of Thrones, well, thank God they didn't. But they could have done this. So many shows they could have done, like the finale. And that's where you potentially could pump all your money into that last episode.
Yeah, 100%.
Like go out in a bang. And you make some money.
I seen
Didn't they do something like the penultimate episode of...
Was
it Last of Us? Yeah.
The penultimate episode.
It was
I think it was Sky Now TV.
Did they put it in cinema?
Yeah.
No, it was more like an influencer event.
Yeah, they need to do it to the public. So.
Yeah, I'm talking about the public. Make some money off this. Like
maybe for Netflix it's kind of go against the code of like we're the new like media and cinema to be at home.
But you make it into some event. Like say it's a fan screening.
But it's not like they haven't done it before. They have had films in cinema.
Yeah, they always they did it for Knives Out too. The Onion Glass. But they put it in cinema first.
Onion,
And they said you had to wait 2 months to see on Netflix. So people went to go see it in cinema.
Yeah, I think the films like that is a fight with the director. I think directors kind of fight for a limited, exclusive release in cinema.
Well, they wanted to get sometimes when Netflix do that as well, they want to get into nominations for Oscars and
so
Golden Globes and stuff. So if it's on TV or streaming, it's not going to get nominated. So
Stranger Things for sure needs to be like for that fandom, so everyone can dress up as like some of the characters.
Yeah, make it into a pop.
Anyway, I'd say like depends on when they would release it, but that would be like a good Halloween event.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%.
Seeing all the vectors.
The vectors.
Vectors.
That's what they're called. The monsters. Who's vectors?
No, it's Vector. It's the main guy.
Yeah, but it would be vectors as like because everyone would.
Oh, people you're talking about how many people would be dressed up?
The guy, the old man.
The main villain.
That.
The one that plays played by Jamie Campbell. Jamie Campbell.
I think that's his name.
I want to hear it.
The Freddy Krueger copycat.
He was literally in Twilight. Everyone
doing what?
He was a vampire.
Cool. Hey man, welcome to the Outtake Show, the show where we give our outlandish views and opinions within the TV and movie world. This is episode 68. It's been a minute. Your host of the Moses in the building, Yardman Junes. We also got the silent assassin Mazzavelli's in the building. Run with me, Hail Mary, run. What are you saying, Mazzavelli?
I'm chilling, I'm vibing. How are you?
I'm good. It's a nice sunny day, the perfect day to have our guests in the building right now. We've got film critic Stephen Geekface in the building.
This intro is amazing, guys.
Thank you. I mean, it makes it easier when I got an easy name to say.
Are we gonna expose what names you've struggled with?
Oh no, because I messed up again.
It's been out there.
It's been a roll. I think the last 3 episodes I messed up the name.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Even Josh, Josh wasn't a good one. Still, he said keep that footage, put that online, let people know that you fucked up
Well,
my name.
there's a reason why my mom called me Stephen, boy.
And thank her every day.
Yeah.
How you doing, Stephen? Man, thanks for
I'm
coming
good,
down,
man.
man.
I'm blessed. The sun's out,
Yes.
guns out, bums out.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. All good, all good, all good.
Nice, man. It's great to have you here. We
you,
do
bro.
have a question we ask all our guests in the building. What is your outtake?
Or like a random thought.
Yeah.
A film one as well. Be as outrageous
I
as
know you
possible.
got a few of them still.
And yeah,
This is the platform where you let it
And
all
you
out.
know what? You don't shy away from it anyway. So this is just another place for you to do it.
Okay. Oh, you put me on the spot there now.
Hey.
There is a few to be fair.
Yeah, I see it circulating in your head right now.
Yeah, there's
You see when Iron Man's just there like,
Oh yeah, doing the dots. This won't get me cancelled for a week. This one will be a month.
oh gosh.
Mr. Stark.
I don't want to. I don't want to say names. I don't want to cause any trouble. That's not what I'm thinking.
We
don't want trouble, bro. We don't want trouble.
We'll call outtake.
So anything film related.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
Wait, the one you just thought about, you should say that one.
No, no. Wait.
you trying to clean it up,
Wait.
no, man.
Wait. Well, we're talking about it, aren't we? We're going to talk about something later today.
Yeah. It's like Segway King.
Yeah, probably. All the hate for one particular live action film it's unnecessary.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is an outtake and a half. You say it's unnecessary.
Unnecessary, yeah.
You want to say what live action film you're talking about?
Lilo and Stitch, man.
It was when you say unnecessary, you think people shouldn't be reacting how they're reacting to it?
Yeah, people are overreacting.
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 Okay, but
Yeah.
why do you say that?
Sometimes life is hard. We have bills to pay.
Just enjoy.
Just enjoy.
You can't enjoy it, man.
It's a kids movie. No. When everyone's coming with these deep topics about adopting people and they're breaking up families and all this stuff, I'm thinking it's a Disney movie, guys.
Yeah, but then you.
No. It's a Disney movie. You're reading into it too much. There's certain films where you got to read into it because they want you to read into it. This is not the one. This is not the one, bro.
We're here now, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not the one. It's not the one.
We're talking about Lilo and Stitch, the live action film. It's out right now. This adaptation from the animation film that I believe dropped in the early 90s. Or no, is it early 90s?
It dropped in 2000.
Yeah, the 2000s, yeah.
Okay.
Early 2000s.
I gave the wrong information.
But it was in production in the early 90s, which is what you were probably thinking about.
Yes, Maz does have a video out right now saying how Lilo and Stitch is made, so please check it out on YouTube. So Stephen, from your thoughts just now, it seems like you enjoyed the film then.
I enjoyed it. So, disclaimer, I wasn't a huge fan of the original. I think it was just past the age. I'm not saying it's a bad film.
Stitch!
Just a little put away from you.
That's fine, fine.
What's going on over there, man?
But obviously, I grew up on like Aladdin, The Lion King, Little Mermaid. That was the peak childhood times. When that came out, I was a bit older. I was a bit too cool for Disney, as people like to say. But I got back to Disney later. But during that time, I wasn't much. I mean, they had films like Home of the Range and all that stuff there.
Home of the Range.
So I watched this later, and I enjoyed it. But I know some people got this like nostalgic eye for
I had the comic books.
That's me.
me. I didn't have that connection. I got family members who are obsessed with it, but I was like, yeah, it's a cool film, and the character's cute, and Lilo's funny. That's it. So I went with like, okay, this film. So to me, this is the film that I probably gathered to more than so. When people, here's a fine example. So when The Lion King came out, the live action, a lot of people loved it, and I hated it.
Okay.
Because that was my movie. See how that was my movie. I was like, no, you can't mess this up.
Yeah.
So people were like, no, but it's cool, man. It's fine, man.
Yeah.
We're calling Montana. I said, no, not this one. No, I didn't get that one right. So I could see people being upset about this for nostalgic reasons because they did change a lot of stuff.
They changed a lot.
Huge amount of stuff.
But at the same time, I mean, they can't win because if they do,
they could have win.
If you do scene by scene by scene, people will complain. People complain the Lion King. It was scene by scene by scene.
We'll
like, this
come
is
back
dead.
to that point later on because we've got another topic, but we'll
But
say it.
they changed the things. I still feel like the heart of the movie was still there. The heart of the movie was still there. The two main characters that people came to see, they did their thing. And I enjoyed it.
For the most part, they did.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah, there was part in the middle where it was like, okay, we're together, we got nothing to do.
Bruh.
So what you want to do today? I don't know.
man,
What you want to do today? I don't know. Well, okay. We're just going to chill, play with glass, I guess. Write books and tell each other about bad. There's one scene though. Are we mentioning spoilers?
We're gonna do spoilers.
Yeah.
We can do
By
spoilers.
this point, because a lot of footage.
Just a minor one. There's a scene that even I was like, okay, you guys messed up for taking that particular scene out. It's a scene involving a book.
Where was it?
A book. Cause that is
That's the key
to that
key part of the film. No, it's the key part of the whole film.
Not even in the TV series, it was a huge part.
Yeah.
What's funny is I had a conversation, someone who's a huge fan about this film before it came out, and they were like, "Oh, I love that particular scene," and I told them, I guarantee you, they're gonna take that scene out. And that person was fuming. They can't take that scene out. I said, some things change.
Nah, man. These changes.
And then when I watched, I said, right, they actually took it out.
Bro, they took out so much. I mean, let me get my shit off, man. So I'm a Lilo Stitch fan, man. I've been a fan since day. I watched the animation film when I was young. Obviously we're quite different in age. I don't think there's a huge gap, but I think when Lilo Stitch drops,
you don't have to say it like that. Damn.
I'm just saying. I think when it dropped, I think it was really part of my childhood because I watched the animation series. I watched the sequel to it as well. Lilo has a glitch which led to a TV series, and the TV series I watched heavily. It was like early in the morning, just before I went to school. Like it was clockwork. I always watched it. So Lilo and Stitch is something that I really enjoyed. So when they did the live action, announced it, I was somewhat excited. The director did a film called Marcy, the shell. It's like an animation live action. Marcel, the shell fish.
Isn't he the same person that did the Wild Robot as well?
No. Yes. No. The animator is. Yes.
Animator is,
I
right.
think his name's Chris Sanders.
The guy who voices.
Stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's part of it. I think
And
he's
he
one of
was
the
the
producers
original
of it.
creator as well when it was a book.
Yeah. So when I saw everyone's involved with it, I was like, this is going to be a very heart-touching story because I remember the animation being very heart-touching as well. So I watched the live action with a little bit of expectation that we're going to get that type of emotional feel. Brother, this film, the changes that happen in this film. So you mentioned the book scene.
Yeah.
Scrapped out of it. Another character, I can't remember his name, but he was known for cross-dressing. He was an alien
Peakley's
that
a bad
cross-dressed
bitch.
a lot through the film. They scrapped that. And I don't understand why they scrapped it, but not only did they scrapped it, but they made him and his counterpart both humans throughout the whole film. 80% of the film had them as humans.
They were probably the worst thing of that whole movie.
The chemistry was off.
It was just the
bad.
other guy was just like, he was like,
He didn't even do the accent.
I was like, I'm here for the check, man. I don't.
100%. What's his name? Zach.
Oh, and
From
also,
Hangover series.
A little disclaimer, I think that takes into how some people might have behaved as well, or performed, should I say, is that this film originally was for Disney Plus.
That's true. Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah, it was
for Disney Plus, and it was later they said, "Oh, let's put it in the cinema.
That's true.
We'll give you another 100." Apparently, they gave another 100 million to finish the special effects.
Yeah.
So everyone that film was just like, "Yeah, this is going to Disney Plus." I'm not putting my
Yeah, but like,
it shows. It definitely shows.
But still,
But look how much money it's making. If they just put in a little 10-foot, I'm like, you know what, this could have did a thing.
I think for this one, maybe they should have just done side by side copy.
Honestly,
just to please the hardcore fan, because there's such a huge fan base of this movie, they should have just.
I think also like because there's so many mediums of the actual series, like it's not just a film, it's a TV show and it's a comic book series. Like everyone already knows the story on different mediums. So then for you to completely change the core of it, which is basically that it's about family and like the importance of being close as a family and fighting for your family. And changing that, like, nah. Bro.
See,
Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind. My girl went uni.
No, but I hear what people have been saying about that whole thing. And in my eyes, I was just like, see, everyone's talking on the privilege of like, you got your family, and you've been allowed to do what you wanted to do. We're sitting here because we have family who support us.
Yeah.
Never do it. We're not orphans.
Yeah.
Our parents didn't die.
Yeah.
This film might speak to people who were left behind, who did end up in social services and end up in a random foster home and all kinds of stuff. This speaks to like families who were broken because their parents died and they didn't get to live. Like we see every day when we hear like charities and people like, oh well, one of my siblings has a disability. I have to now look after them. I don't really have a life for myself. I feel like it spoke mainly. It might speak to them more than everyone else. So we're coming to privilege like, wait.
Yeah, but I feel like the animation film did that though.
Because she got to live her life. The woman that was next door, she's technically family. So and they had the whole portal. So she did see her sister all the time. It wasn't like she just gave it to some random woman in New York and never saw her again. But she still got to live her life because the other one was like, yes, you get to keep your sister. You still got no job though. You're still living in this.
She had. I
guess it was more realistic in terms of it.
I thought it was
Nani
like a realistic approach.
Nani more of
it
like.
gives a very Western approach, and this is the culture thing that you could tell the difference because like it has a very Western approach, whereas the other one was more leaning on as a community. They were all taking care of each other, and that's what made them family. Like even in the comic books, there was this heavy tone about community. Like everyone in the island looked after each other. Everyone knew each other. Everyone was looking after Lilo.
I didn't get that from the animated movie. I got that more from this movie. That's which is funny. Yeah. The fact, like I said, like I point to the fact of like they didn't like the social worker in this one who is the Easter egg for you guys who haven't figured out. She was the woman who voiced the original sister.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. One of the two voice actors appeared in this movie.
Nice.
The boyfriend, he's the manager that fires her in the live action.
Oh,
yeah. So
nice.
Anyway,
look at Steven's gave us another clip. You know, remember to give that story about Blade.
Those two actors were big in the 90s, like big.
Oh really?
Yeah, huge. I forgot her name, but I had a huge crush on her because she was in a film called Wayne's World. Shout out to Wayne's World. And the other guy was in the Bruce Lee biopic.
Okay.
Dragon. Go and check it out. Really good film.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. So in this one, what was the point? I've lost my.
You were talking about community.
Yeah. So in this one, like even the social worker was just like, I'm gonna find a way to work with trying to keep, because she understood, she was part of that. She was part of the culture as well.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna try and find a way to see if we could save your family.
Yeah.
Like she gave her so many chances until it was like, okay, it only got to the point where it's like, I can't afford the insurance, health insurance.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing that no one talks about.
It was definitely a lot more realistic.
Yeah, I just thought it was more realistic.
Than
and like I
film.
said, obviously I don't know what it feels like to, be in that situation where, your family's getting separated and, you might end up in a foster family away from your family. There might have been people who watched the original cartoon and felt even triggered, was just like, well, that didn't happen to me. I got split up from my sister and from my brothers.
I see.
So that's why I
think that side of the story, I think that makes sense for live action. I think there's a lot of stuff in this live action does make sense because if they did it, it just wouldn't make, it would feel too cartoony.
Yeah.
Which I can appreciate that. But I feel like the certain essence of like the Ohana and like Stitch feeling alone, being lost, I feel like that stuff was just stripped away. Like the book scene, even though it's still is a small scene, that's a very much like a most important scene to me anyway when watching an animation series, because you learn that he's obviously a monster, but he's also like lost and he's looking for a family. And there was moments in the film where it's like, even though Lilo and Stitch, the chemistry was good, but in the animation there was a lot of moments where they were playing around, hanging out, and even with the sister as well, where it's like, okay, you're seeing them like become more of a, not just like strangers, but becoming like a family. I feel like this film didn't really latch into the themes of family and them being together. So even when Stitch gave that speech that he goes like, this is my family, it's broken but it's still good. Like that didn't hit as much as, because I watched animation film just before watching live action, and animation I was like,
see, that's
damn,
always dangerous thing
this
to do,
film
is
is
to watch,
sad.
is to watch the film you just like start
yeah, the tone and everything just wasn't there. The essence wasn't there, and I think that kind of goes to your point of like it was meant to go on streaming, and they realized is doing good, it's testing well. So let's put a little bit more money in it, because this definitely feels like a film where certain bits just didn't kind of was just lacking. Certain tones, the pace felt very quick. Like I literally watched animation film before, so like the intro felt so much faster. I literally looked and like, wait, like kind of like 3 minutes in, he's already like gone to Hawaii. Like there's a little bit more of a build up, and that's because the main villain is stripped away, and he kind of added it a little bit more. He added more tone and more pace to
And
the
even
film.
then, like when they had him, that broke more of an emotional tie.
Yeah.
The villain.
Yeah, because
So,
he stole away Lilo, and then Stitch has to realize, you know what, I do need to save her. Let's go gang up together with the guys that were trying to kill me to go save her. He kind of gave it more of a wholeness to it, and this live action just didn't do it for me. And I think this was going to be the general reaction to this film is people that didn't watch the animation or grew up with the animation like that are gonna love this film or at least enjoy it. And I think
Or like if you're being introduced to it, it will be perfect.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah,
for those of us who've had a relationship with it prior to the actual release, it's going to be very different.
Yeah.
it's a dud.
I mean, the thing is, I am not even disagreeing with you what you guys are saying. I completely understand because I feel like this is what I was saying about the Lion King. And they all was
I know,
gay.
so it's like,
But the thing is,
I never watched The Lion King, by the way. I didn't want to watch
with
it.
the Lion King, it was for different reasons because they were doing shot by shot by shot.
Oh, okay.
But there was no emotion.
Yeah.
It was lifeless. No, Dad, you're dead. Please wake up. Please wake up. It was just
it's
lifeless.
hard because it's
it was so lifeless.
it's
I was
technically live, so there's no
where's the No, come
emotion
on,
in the
Simba, bro.
characters.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Give me
But then,
emote.
so we're talking about the whole like idea that live actions are quite hard, especially when you do side by side shots. But based off of what we were hearing for How to Train Your Dragon, that's doing really well. Like CinemaCon, it did really well.
Yeah.
Right, I
Alan
have
Penn.
seen it.
You have seen it? Oh shit! Exclusive.
I have seen it. I'm not allowed to talk about it because there's still embargo.
Oh, fair. Have you
But-
seen the
what
animation
time,
one then?
What time does embargo drop?
Oh yeah, the clip map.
It's still next week, I believe.
Yeah, this drops next week. This drops on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Does that add up?
I will. The only thing I would say is it is shot by shot. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard
So you have
this.
seen the animation one?
I love the animation.
Animation one, okay.
I love it absolutely. That was like when everyone was crying about Avatar being the best 3D movie, I was saying How to Train the Dragon was the best 3D movie I ever saw in my life.
Yeah.
That scene, the scene with the flying.
Oh, beautiful.
Amazing. Literally shot by shot, and that's it. I'll leave it
Okay.
as that.
Without-
Some people are gonna love it, and some people are gonna hate it for those reasons. But
Okay, how would you say is the best experience to watch it in cinema?
do you know what?
Oh shit.
Do you know what? they are exactly alike. This is crazy. I've never seen. We've seen live action where there's like literally a carbon copy. The only thing I can compare this to, and this is going to sound wrong, is when they did a remake of Psycho a couple years back, and it was frame by frame, and obviously it did turn out well. I don't think this is the case with this one, and I think some people are going to be like, I could just watch the animated movie. But the live action is very, and I think as well because it has the same director.
Oh yeah, it does.
It's the same director,
yeah,
so this is different. Other ones is like they got somebody else to come and do it,
Yeah.
and they didn't have the same. They didn't understand the story.
Yeah.
It's like this is my baby. I feel like even the director was like, I've always wanted to make this into live action,
Oh, that's sick.
and because I didn't get the opportunity, I had to do it in animation, and now I'm just doing it how I wanted
that's
to.
sick.
So I'll leave it as that. I don't want to go into.
That makes me excited to see.
So
actually.
would you do IMAX, 4DX? What's it for? The X screen,
Screen X.
Ooh,
Screen X.
it might be a 4DX, you know.
4DX. Oh, she
I'm
gonna be
not.
flying.
I'm ready for that.
You said
I'm
full part.
ready for
It
that.
might be a 4DX.
Oh, shit.
But I can see it being compared to Top Gun.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
A little bit
Well, like,
there.
is it like the
They're doing
4DX
POV shots.
experience of Twisters for this year? Because you know how that was a big thing last year.
I guess I didn't like that film, by the way. But
You didn't have to.
but even the experience was like, yeah, okay,
You just
cool.
shut that
this
film
is
down.
fine.
That film was trash.
Yeah, I guess this is this year's of Twisters. But
So you got to do a 4DX thing on that.
yeah, you got to see it on the bigger screen. It's amazing. Oh, damn, I'm talking about the film. Don't put this out. Don't put this out.
I mean, it's amazing. That's your statement.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's gonna come out.
I enjoyed it. I
This
think,
is just a social reaction.
yeah, I enjoyed it. But I can see people not liking it because it is literally shot by shot by shot.
Okay.
But there's no happy medium, I think, with fan bases when you come to doing
Live action.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like The Last of Us, I've been watching that. I'm not sure if you guys been watching it, but like I played the video game and I'm so conflicted about doing live action of certain stuff, because you're gonna do a thing where you do side by side because it pleases a certain audience, and then you want to change some stuff because you don't want to be a carbon copy of it. But then the changes are the most important thing, because are you gonna make it changes that are gonna like develop the story, or just doing changes just for the sake of saying it's not the same?
I think from all the live actions that we've seen, I think the only way live action is gonna work is if you kind of do it out of people's like existence. So what I'm trying to say is, so fine example, Scarface. So everyone knows the Al Pacino one as Scarface, but that's not the original.
That's the remake. Blood clot. Turn up. Intermission. And we're back.
Yeah, so everyone knows Scarface, Al Pacino, but it's not the original. It's a remake.
Yeah.
The original is like 30, 40 years or 20 years. I can't remember the date, but it's a big gap between each other.
Yeah.
So it's out of people's psyche of that particular movie.
Happened,
so no one's doing comparing.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you're going to do that, actually, you have to be like a film where like...
Good gap. 20, 30 years.
Either that or a film that flopped. A film that flopped and it was terrible, and someone said, you know what, there's potential in that film.
Yeah, certain parts of it we can take.
Let's take certain parts and let's try and improve it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what time should do live action. If you're not gonna add anything new, don't bother. Like just leave it alone. Leave it alone. And we all know what they are. They're money grubbers. And unfortunately, there's certain kids, and I don't know who to blame. Is it the parents or is it society? I don't know. But certain kids don't watch 2D animation films.
Yeah,
just don't bother.
The eyes have turned off of it.
Even 3D animation films, unless there's something really quirky on the screen, they get switched off quickly.
Yeah.
I think that's why Miles's version of Spider-Man works so well, because there's so many different styles within one thing.
Yeah.
So it works well, but a lot of animations don't have that same flair anymore.
Spider-Man is the exception because it's Spider-Man. Kids will go and see anything Spider-Man could just be could be twerking on the screen. They're going to watch it. But I'm thinking of stuff like the Despicable Me films. Like, there's a story, but kids don't care about the story. Just care about the millions, just making noise.
Because the last one was trash.
You have to like get their attention span. Back in the day, we were glued to a Disney film. And I didn't care what was going on. I'm just like, what is this story?
Yeah.
The story was dark. Yeah. But you were just like, you felt like a grown-up was telling you a story.
Yeah.
You weren't like, oh, I'm distracted by my phone.
But then that's just like, I think if we're gonna have that conversation, then it's about how people now watch things.
Yeah, that's what it is actually.
Like, because there's a huge habit of dual screen watching. So watching something on there, but then you have your phone or your tablet.
Yeah. Or your watch.
Yeah. So like that's it's more about now having that discussion about viewing habits.
Yeah. It's a different time. See, now you guys sound old. Now we're saying different time. It's just different time with these kids. So that's why I get that's another reason why I see why they're doing live action, because some of these kids are not like, I feel like when I do have kids, when that day happens, I feel like we're going to Disney Vault. We're watching everything.
Oh yeah, you have to watch the old school
stuff. We're watching everything. You're gonna love these movies. And then when you watch, and then I'm gonna test you guys. And if you look past the test of the film we just watched,
we're going to Disneyland.
Shit!
My days, that would be sick.
What kind of Disney army are you trying to build?
Hey,
training camp.
It's a
wake up!
It's a Disney household in my house. Bro.
Trying to watch Beauty and the Beast.
Sleeping time is done.
Trust. Get your practice now. You have to practice the thing.
What's the 2 main songs in the Goofy movie?
Oh shit.
Took too long.
Now let's watch That's Or Even. That's your punishment. Yeah, we got a lot of live action movies. We also got live action TV shows. We also got the adaptation of the Harry Potter series as well coming out. So it just been announced that the main trio, Harry, Ron, and Hermione have been casted. Hermione have been casted. So we got that with HBO. It's set to drop 2026 summertime. Are we guys excited for the Harry Potter series?
I'm not too excited, but I'm not angry with like these other people who were like, oh my god, because you sound sad. You're crying.
Are you a fan of the Harry Potter series?
I love Harry Potter. I watched them See, Harry Potter's one of those films now. Harry Potter to me
But
is like
J.K. Rowling.
Christmas, isn't it?
it's not even Christmas. Harry Potter to me is like a cheeky Nando's. I'll just be chilling. I'll be like, should we watch Harry Potter?
What's your favourite one?
Ooh. Alright, that's a good
That
one.
man got into PlayStation mode. He said, I'm in the game now.
The Goblet of Fire.
Same!
That's my favourite.
That's a hard one. The
Shout out
Time
Rob
Wizard. Time Wizard tournament.
Did you put your name in? Did you put your name in? Hurry! Hurry! Yeah, I love it. That's my favourite one.
I like Prisoner
Iconic.
Azkaban a lot, you know. Okay, you don't must with Prisoner Azkaban with the werewolves. I fucked with the werewolves.
I
so.
like it until the scene where they're
The time travel thing was kind of a plot hole.
That was okay. It's the scene where they're having this conversation about the Wormtail, and he's the villain and blah blah blah. And
Oh yeah, I like that. Still,
that scene is horrible because in the book,
I didn't read the book.
I'm the guy.
Oh.
I'm that guy.
I said in the book.
So now you're us now.
Yeah.
The tables are flipped.
In the book, that scene is that whole chapter
Hard.
is amazing. And it's very like rush. I get why they did it because it makes
It's
it
a
intense.
lot.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things just going on. But
I thought that scene was hard. Nah, I was young watching it. I think that's one of my early experiences like being in the cinema because I remember I was brushing my teeth like 5-10 times because I knew I was gonna get a bunch of sweets in it. So I was like cleaning my teeth and I went to the cinema to watch it. That scene was just like, what the fuck's about to happen, bro? Who's the up? And then my man turns into the up and starts running across like, oh shit, he's the up.
See,
Obviously, I never read the book.
They were teaching kids back in the day, the rats back in the day.
Yeah. Literally, I was gassed during that film. But obviously now we've got the TV series coming out. A lot of actors have been casted in this series. I believe this is going to be a TV show that's going to be lasting a good 8 years. Same type of run that we've got with Game of Thrones. I have mixed views about this. I'm excited for it because I feel like a franchise like Harry Potter deserves a TV series just so certain stuff can be dragged out a lot more. But I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm skeptical. I'm very skeptical.
I mean, the only positive that I can see is that because it's going to be a series, they can flesh out the book more.
Yeah.
Because
Like
the
certain
film, they
stuff.
had to like obviously
There's
cut.
so much stuff that they skipped over.
Yeah.
So you lot both read the books. I think I read one book. I think
To be honest, I only read up
shit.
to.
Look at me, I'm gangster.
I only read up to.
Deathly Hallows was a Bible map.
I didn't read that.
That was too
I didn't even
thick.
read. I didn't even read that one.
You know, so I was gonna say because you lot have read the books, yeah.
Yeah.
So is there any like you lot all seen the films? Of course, we all seen the films. Is there certain like story plots they feel like in a TV series they need to latch on a little bit longer?
I just the only thing I need for me to do it is I need more of the Quidditch matches.
Bruv, what film was it when they just stopped doing it? I was like,
I need more of that. That's why.
yeah, that was lit.
I don't
Because
know.
also like there was a whole
gas.
it was a whole thing. You know when you went to like uni and they had varsity.
Yeah.
It was that.
It was that deep.
X Games mode.
Yeah. So I need more of that. I don't even mind do a spin-off series where it's just about that.
Just the league.
Just the league. Yeah. It's a fake league.
Yeah, fake league.
Yeah, fake league. I'm just watching,
Live
playing,
matches
doing
with them,
fantasy
the
football. So I don't
wrestling.
care. Just give me that. Yeah, just more characters fleshed out. We get to spend. I think as well, we didn't spend time with them in actual classes.
Yeah,
I think the first two movies we saw, they did like once, and the scene they showed in the film is because it was related to what was going to happen later. It was a spell that Harry had to learn later.
Or like the one where it was the Omen with the werewolf.
Yeah.
In the T class. It was that one was pretty good. But like, and then there was the occasional one where with Miriam McGowan.
Oh, no.
Don't even ask me. I always butcher the names.
That one. She's auntie in it. The one where they pull out the
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
So like, there's those ones, but like, there's not enough depth, and some of the lessons were really good, especially when ones with Snape.
Yeah.
Speaking of Snape, because you read the book. I keep saying you read the book. Yeah, of course you read the books. How do you feel the fact that there's been a race swap between?
It was never
Snape?
that deep.
Because there's a lot of people. The reason I'm saying is because the book, what I've seen from fans is that it was very detailed about how Snape looked, and now the look is obviously got a nice, very attractive black man playing.
My only issue with him being black is, and it's not an issue with me, but I can see this being a whole conversation. And you're going to have Dr. Uma come out of the woodworks as well. Is Snape, obviously, his love for Harry's mum.
Yeah.
That's the bit that's going to be hilarious.
Oh shit.
Snow Queens never.
Yeah,
Black
it's
Queens
definitely-
it was
never.
definitely a
are they,
session, innit?
and are they going to flip it? And they're going to flip it and go, well, the reason why Harry's mom didn't get with him is because he's black and his parents. And
Oh,
and
shit.
they're going to flip it. That's the bit I'm.
Oh,
that's the bit I'm going
shit.
like, where are they going to go with this?
Oh, crap.
Because even if they don't say it, you know, people are going to read into it
Yeah,
and
yeah,
read
yeah.
into this and read into this, and then it's a bit unrealistic, like because. The Snape character, because I love the flashback where they show when he's a kid,
Yeah.
and he was getting teased by Harry's father.
Yeah, that's mad.
Unless Harry's father was a roadman,
Yeah, no way, my man's
no
touching
way,
it.
man,
No,
is just
it's-
getting
no.
hit on the tree. Oh my
Bro,
god!
cut, bro.
Yeah, what
Get
you
a
doing?
2-piece combo, extra fries.
Yeah, that's my only bit. That's my only bit. I'm skeptical about like
Yeah.
how is that going to play out?
I feel like they have to change it because
They might have
if
to
the
change
details
it.
of the character was meant to be like a very much quote unquote meant to be like a loser, like a outcast like person, there's no way they can make him seem like that in the film without adding some form of race towards it. Because
Don't know,
No, because like you can.
how much black people were in Hogwarts? He'll be the only black person there. No,
no,
No, there was black people in
Oh, there was,
Hogwarts.
yeah, man. There was.
there was like one. No,
Ron's brother, one of the twins, went out on a date with a girl. There was the boy that did the announcements for the Quidditch games.
Yeah, there was the actress from EastEnders who was just extra, who always did the weirdest face in the
so we
background.
got extra. Yeah.
And then also there was that girl that had fancied Ron and made the potion.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
I
remember?
know you're talking
She was
about.
originally black and they switched her to white.
Yeah.
What, so is this one gonna have OnlyFans
Oh,
as well?
so she got switched back. Let's do it. Ooh.
Is that one gonna have OnlyFans as well? So,
Oh.
just saying.
Only once.
The only ones. Anyway, I'm just saying.
So you got 3.5 black people in that
Hey,
show.
and there was that character. It was a boy. He had like one of the coldest lines in the film. Like he only had one line. It was,
he always said
what
it.
was the line? I forgot the line now, but it was cold. Where he dropped it was cold.
Who
You
was
guys
that?
know what I'm
Who
talking
was
about.
the one that dated Guinea as well? Is that the same guy?
I don't think so.
Bro, there's not much black people in this film, bro. So I'm saying maybe the TV series that add a little bit more black people in it because
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a whole.
very diverse, isn't it?
Well-
they're very diverse. The school should have been diverse to begin with, to be fair. When I was watching, I was like, bro, where are people at?
There wasn't enough.
There was only, like, one black
They were
guy, I
there,
remember.
but there wasn't enough.
Yeah.
There was the token Asian girl as well.
Oh yeah, she was Harry's love interest for a bit, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, we need more of that because that annoyed me. That was so cut off. Like
It was in and out.
Yeah, I was
It's
like, what
came
you
and
got there?
Again, Goblet of Fire, iconic, big slave, big
Yeah.
slave.
Yeah.
Off to bed.
So are we somewhat excited for the series coming out then?
I'm like I said, I'm not excited, but I'm not angry. I'm not like, oh gosh.
Because this show's gonna be on too
Yeah.
much. They're gonna start from them young and then
The
it's gonna be
only
Stranger Things.
the only thing I understand why people are upset is like there's certain things you just leave them to just be those characters. So we know these three actors as the kids of Harry Potter. We just know them as that. It's like somebody now telling me they want to do a new Star Wars and we're gonna recast Luke, Han, and Leia. Just leave the big three. Just leave them.
I feel also though like, again, it's like the introduction of the world for someone else.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Like it's not so like at the end of the day, these big adults that are getting really passionate about it, bro, chill.
Yeah, that's
like
the bit that's funny.
it is a children's story at the end of the day. Relax and let like the kids also grow to love the story like you did.
Yeah.
That's all it's really doing.
And if it sucks, and it's a TV series, it's not a film. So if it sucks, we still have our film.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like they're both movies, and you have to when you say Harry Potter, you go, which one am I talking about? The 2000 something or the 1990? We know which one we're talking about. It's the film or the series.
Yeah, it's not a medium now.
Yeah.
It's not a medium, so you got the films that still play and still hold weight till this day. So you
But
guys want
everyone that's crying, they're gonna be the first one to watch it. So I don't know what they're even complaining about.
But they're gonna watch you with red eyes though.
Yeah.
Oh, hate watching.
Yeah, some of them are definitely gonna hate watch. I think it's gonna be decent. I know one of the writers of Successions is involved with it. And it's HBO. I feel like with them, they're gonna treat this as the next Game of Thrones, where they're gonna throw a lot of money into it and want to push this for the next 8, 10 years.
I want
of
it
just,
to be dark, like proper dark. None of this like where it randomly got happy out of nowhere.
And
dark.
yeah, because I think it went viral a couple of days ago. The audition for the girl who's playing
Hermione,
and everyone was
Arabella
like,
Stanton.
and everyone was like, "Oh, this is bad." I said, "Guys, do you not remember the first film? They were all bad."
Yeah.
She's actually, and the thing is, they were talking as if she's an amateur. I actually saw her do Matilda. Like, she's trained.
Yeah.
She's trained. Like, that's her thing. So I feel like, as grown adults, firstly, leave the child alone.
Yeah, the kids, man.
They're kids. Like, let them be. And secondly, like, go and watch the first ones again. It was, you have to take the next move. What do you mean?
Frig, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Please, guys, please
You're a
calm
great
down.
wizard, Harry. You're a great wizard.
Yeah, I remember that. It's like she just got the line that day.
But it's not even that. If you watch the film again, yeah, try and put yourself in the eyes of the director. So there's certain scenes. It's my favorite scene, and I can feel like I can hear the director talk. So there's a scene where they're sitting around and they've got the book that they stole from the library, and they talk about the Philosopher's Stone. Watch how the scene is where it's the dining room where they're talking. Watch like all their faces when it's like there's something they need to solve.
Yeah.
You can hear the director saying, "Now give me more confused look." Just watch that scene again. Run, give me more. Give me just. You're trying to solve a maths equation, and they're all going, Like, you could just tell they've been so directed.
I could see the scene.
You see the yeah, just watch that scene again. They're all like, especially Hermione. She's like,
Thinking faces.
yeah. Like, it's,
No, but that was her face throughout the thing. Remember what you said, Ron. Yeah, remember what you said. You have to keep drinking.
Oh, yeah, I remember that scene. Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't hold weight, but it was like we just took it because the kids in it. So it was
Like, but we were kids at the time.
Yeah,
so like,
that's true.
bro, like,
Yeah,
relax.
Yeah.
run, don't panic.
And this is the issue with when you have certain people that grew with the franchise and now they become adults. There's certain expectations they have for the franchise going forward.
Wait, I feel like I've just told myself off.
So we're gonna deal with this type of fanship throughout this whole run that's gonna be on. We're gonna have a bunch of people that just be like, no, it's gonna be like Star Wars basically.
Yeah.
That type of fan base where it's just gonna trash anything that's
No, but like,
new.
But
Anakin wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but this is still different because, like, Star Wars, like, if we use Star Wars for example, they haven't done a reboot. They've just continued the story.
Yeah.
Like, I just wish they continued the story of Harry Potter in any shape or form. Like,
That
they've
would
got
be good,
that.
actually.
They had that.
The cursed child.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Whatever. Write something. Like, you just write whatever and bring the cast back. That's when you're making your bucks. But they ain't gonna do that. So, yeah, people always gonna be upset about something. It's just one of those.
Yeah. Well.
But then also, let's talk about the elephant in the room, innit? I did say it earlier, bun J.K. Rowling. But how do you feel about obviously watching it, knowing that she has so much influence behind the series?
This is a good question about do we take away the
art away from the artist?
Yeah, because she's actually Voldemort, bro. She's actually a villain. I didn't realize how mad she was until I saw some of her tweets.
Sometimes it's not every day be a turf.
Here's a good thing about. So I had a conversation with someone a couple of years ago, and they said that certain writers and directors, when they write a film or they produce a film or direct a film, they put themselves as one of the characters, and you need to figure out which character is them or who do they see themselves as. So George Lucas, to me, he sees himself as Luke.
Yeah.
Luke.
Yeah.
See the parallel.
And I
This guy's such a he's such an uncle. Bro.
And then I
I
go,
said,
cheers. And then I go, who's J.K. Rowling in Harry Potter? She's Voldemort.
She's Voldemort.
She wasn't Harry.
Who cannot be
She was
named.
never Harry.
She was never Harry.
She was Voldemort.
No, but she thinks she's Hermione.
No. She knows she's Voldemort.
Yeah, she must know she's Voldemort. She put 10 toes in that character.
Yeah.
And said, yo, that's me. One every.
Because Voldemort,
He had a whole
he was a dick.
storyline.
He
Yeah.
was a dick when he was younger as well.
Yeah, he was bad vibes from the beginning,
Yeah.
bro. If you knew he was gonna be
Yeah,
crazy.
if you didn't know that kid was tapped,
Yeah.
that kid was tapped with a twitching eye. Sorry, sir, I just wanted to know, how do you create that curse? Yo, what do you mean?
You should have offed them then, you know.
Yeah, you should have.
When you asked those questions.
No, they should have offed him when they went to the orphanage.
And it was,
And he was being all creepy
Yeah.
with baby fines.
What did Don Cheeto do in Endgame? Put the thing and go.
Oh,
Pretty sure did that shit.
that's not how time travel works.
Okay, no.
But we're all gonna watch. We're all gonna watch this.
Yeah, I'm gonna
series,
watch it. I want to
so-
watch it. I'm skeptical, but I think it's gonna be good. I think it comes out next year, 2026. So we look forward for that coming out. Another thing that's coming out next year, 2026, is 2 films on the same day. Avengers: Doomsday and Doom Messiah drop on the December the 18th.
Yay!
People are now coining it as Avengers Doom Day. What's your guys' thoughts about that? 2 big films dropping on the same day.
Is it exactly the same day?
Yeah, exactly, December 18th. So
But then it's been
originally,
another-
Avengers Doomsday was meant to drop in May. I want to say mid-May. It was announced recently that they pushed it back. For whatever reason, didn't announce why they pushed it back. And now it's dropping in December 18th, which
But
is the
I
same
think it's
day
a
as
trend
Doom
now.
Messiah.
Have you noticed that they keep
Yeah,
doing
they
this?
tried to do the
'Cause
same
they
thing with
did
Lilo and Stitch.
Paddington and Gladiator.
Yeah. they
And
did
then we
that.
had obviously Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
It's a trend where they're specifically doing it.
Did they do one for Wicked as well?
Yeah,
It was Wicked and what other film was it?
Wicked and Gladiator.
No, it was a different film. I can't remember what it
It
was.
was.
It wasn't Gladiator, it was another film. But they did try to do it with Wicked. And they've all failed. In terms of like, they did well, but in terms of matching it together, it didn't work.
Well, they haven't. They didn't come up with a name. The fans come up with a name. So
Yeah.
that's number one. Number two, we don't know if Warner Brothers is going to change the date for their film.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Number three, we don't know if Marvel's going to change the date again for this film.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very likely Marvel's going to change the date again.
I think I don't think they want to leave 2026. If they leave 2026, Avengers Secret War is meant to come out a year apart, so that has to get pushed back to 2028. I think they pushed it back, and this is what people are saying on the internet because they finally got Spider-Man attached to Doomsday. So now that they got him attached, they now pushed it back because Spider-Man's coming out.
See, I was
Spider-Man's gonna come out before Doomsday.
see, I
now,
was
so
hearing that the script is not finished.
Oh, that could be it.
That's what I was saying. The script isn't finished.
That could be as well.
And they are still in negotiating terms with certain actors that they want in this movie.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, how come they didn't mention
Yeah, there was a lot of
Storm,
people. Yeah.
Halle Berry?
Yeah.
They're still in negotiating terms.
But then
That's the rumour.
there's 2 versions of Storm, so we could have Halle Berry as the original Storm.
Wait, there's only one Storm.
You don't want to talk about the other
There's
one?
only one Storm.
Okay.
What are you talking about? There's only one Storm. You're talking about the animated movie. Oh, I mean the animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there's 2. Yeah, there's only one Storm live action. What are you talking about?
Fair enough. Fair enough. The thing is, there is a chance that it will get pushed back, but I think this is such a good marketing ploy if it drops at the same time. I think this will be another big moment for
I
cinema.
mean, there's already edits. Have you seen like the posters and stuff that people have made?
Yeah.
Where it's
What, for
it's-
the- for
yeah,
the
where it's
mashup?
Paul and then he's dressed up as a Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
gosh.
It sounds good. It's the name fits. It works.
But are you guys ready for 7 hours in the cinema?
No.
Because
Oh shit! They're both gonna be
they're
very,
both be
very
long films.
Very long films.
They're gonna be, one is definitely 3 hours. One, everyone's gonna be up to 3 hours.
Close to, yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think, I'll be real. I didn't actually do Barbenheimer back to back.
And neither did I.
Like, I didn't. I like the concept of it, but like, I didn't do it back to back because then I'm not enjoying the experience.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I did Barbie first one day and then did Oppenheimer afterwards. Like, I'm not rushing myself.
I thought that was weird anyway. That was a
Well, in
weird.
terms of-
Them
Be mashed up.
mashed up. That was weird.
It was
They're
weird,
not
but
even the same.
that's what I
They're
think
not
that's
even
why
the
they
same.
did
That's
it.
why it was the polar
The contrast.
opposites.
It was
Yeah.
But
pink
they're not
against
even-
like darkness.
No, but they're not even the same audience. The same audience. The audience that's going to watch Barbie
That's what made it work even more.
are not going to see Oppenheimer.
So like
Yeah.
the one I really
That's
liked.
That's why it became more of a battle opposed to
I mean,
similarities.
the only link these films had was one was about something that's going to cause destruction to the world, and the other one was going to cause destruction to the sexes. That was
the social norms.
yeah, that was the connection. Destruction. That was it. That was the
But
two.
then I think also like it was like really interesting. So like when I went to go see Oppenheimer, I went to the Science Museum to see it because 70mm cinema, and there was this couple that was with me, and they'd gone to see Barbie because she really wanted to see it. So she was dressed up as Barbie, and he was really excited for Oppenheimer. So I think it was the idea that regardless of who you're going with, it was an experience.
Yeah. I think
And
that,
it was
yeah.
more the experience part, but personally for me, doing it back to back, it just feels like a chore.
Yeah, I don't think much people would do it back to
Anyway,
back. It just sounds good.
Regardless, I hated both those movies anyway. So
Hey, Barbie and Oppenheimer.
That's my outtake. There you go. I hated
shit,
both
you
those
might give
movies.
us two. Shit.
Overrated. No.
Overrated?
Yeah.
Which one?
Everyone
Oppenheimer?
just speaks of the name. No one speaks about those movies again. I haven't heard about them. But since it died out, that was it. That's it. Done.
I might be with you because I don't need to talk about.
Yeah.
that much.
Done there.
But I thought I did.
Boring.
I remember I enjoyed both films while watching it. That's all I remember. I haven't gone back to any of those films, but I remember enjoying it while watching it. Oppenheimer, I did have to walk around and be like, damn, this world's crazy. Like, holy shit.
great
They might drop
performances,
the
but,
nukes right now. I was like,
Lol.
yeah,
Meanwhile, I was like coming out, and then like, so basically where it is in the like spaceship part or the stars part of the science museum. So I came out and there was like an exhibition about the actual bomb right there, and I was like,
oh shit, I might press the button again by accident. Fuck me, bro.
depression.
Fuck it all, bro. Just speaking on the fact that is Avengers Doomsday, I did have a little bit of notes on here. One of the notes I put down here just talking about Thor. So Chris Hemsworth recently posted on YouTube just a tribute to Thor, which had fans questioning whether Thor's gonna die in Doomsday.
Guys, why do people really... I had this conversation. It was just the 50th anniversary of him playing the character. That's it. Why is everyone reading this? May he die in the new one? Maybe. I don't think he's even dying. It might be just recasted. I think a lot of actors are going to get recasted. I think it's going to be a soft reboot of the MCU. That's my theory.
Yes, I think before we go into next Saga,
he would need that for, like we spoke about earlier, like that he'd had health issues, and he is trying to like slowly dial down on what he does in terms of film. So it makes sense if they do recast him. But
I just saw it was a tribute because after that they put another video, and it was a montage of Loki and Thor. Just Loki and Thor and all their chemistry throughout the movies. Yeah. That's what it was. I just saw it as that.
I think so too. I don't think it has anything to do. I mean, that's really much a big red flag for
this. Because that's a big spoiler. Yeah, like, what are you doing? You put it afterwards. Not
meant to be post afterwards.
They still haven't figured out when the film's coming out. And he's putting, thank you guys. This is the last time I was in this movie.
Just and from what I've seen in the past, Chris Hemsworth knows nothing about his character. I remember when he watched Thor: Love and Thunder and he saw the end, Thor will return, and he looked at his co-stars like, oh shit, I'm coming back then. Like, oh shit, I'm coming back. I guess so.
It's not in my contract.
I guess I'll talk to the lawyers. We have that note for Avengers Doomsday, and another note just for Dune Messiah. There's talks about Robert Pattinson entering the franchise and playing a villain. I don't know if do you guys care about Dune?
Yeah.
I think Dune's hard.
I like Dune, but it's one of the ones I enjoy at the moment, then I forget about it.
It's gonna get very complex in this one. This one.
Yeah, like I haven't gone back to watch them again. Like I watched it in the cinema. And I enjoyed it in the cinema, and then that was it. I never went and said, you know what, I want to put on Dune and watch it again. I might put it back on again when the third one comes out, just to refresh my memory, but I haven't gone back to rewatch certain movies. And this is why I give certain scores. And they're like, why have you given that score? Because I always think about, am I going to watch this again? Or if this comes on TV, I'm going to like, oh, this is on TV, let me put it on. Or am I just going to mute it and just stay on my phone?
You know, that's funny you said that, because that is part of my rating score. There's a certain score I have, whether if I know I would watch this again, then it goes up. It goes up in ranking. If I know I'm just gonna watch it once.
I mean, it's a great movie, but I didn't care for it again.
I rewatched the first one, and I watched it on Netflix when it was on there, and that was the first time I actually appreciated it a lot more than the cinema.
Okay.
But the second one, I know I really liked it, but I don't think I'm gonna go jump back to it straight away, because it's very like it's a dense body of work.
Yeah.
It's not like Blade Runner, 2049 where you can just rewatch it. You do need to just take time to just.
I love Blade Runner.
Blade Runner's hard.
I love it. A lot of people don't like it, but I love it.
I thought it was incredible.
Like when it came out, to show my age again. When it came out, it flopped. No, sorry. I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh, it did flop.
It flopped hard.
It's crazy. It's one of those films that later on you realize it changed. It changed sci-fi, the way we looked at sci-fi.
But a lot of people say it's a cult classic, but they haven't seen it. They just know it's a film that a lot of people now praise and put like it's like Jaws. Like Jaws has become this iconic, like cult classic movie. But if I ask people, have you actually seen it?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. I know what it's about, but I haven't watched it. It's about a shark, innit?
Yeah.
But have you watched it? No, I haven't watched it.
That was my first horror film.
Really?
Yeah.
What was my first horror movie? I'm trying to think now. Damn. I know what my third or fourth movie was. It was Hellraiser. And I shouldn't have been watching that film.
Never. Wait, I think I saw clips of Hellraiser. That was intense. Was it the one would have that
The
weird
pin.
makeup thing?
The pinhead, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I remember watching when I watched Hellboy, and I was scared of going to hell.
Put it this way, if
like,
if
fuck, I need to
social
be
workers
good.
had found that I'd watched that film as a child, I'd probably have been I would
You'd be
probably
Lilo.
Yeah, Lilo.
You need a stitch.
Like, wait, you let him watch what?
Oh shit! You need a stitch on your life.
I guess the first horror movie I ever saw, actually, it wasn't even a movie. It was a music video, Michael Jackson Thriller.
That
Oh,
counts
yeah.
because it's Scorsese directed. No, it's
No,
not.
John Landis.
John Landis. No,
Landis.
Scorsese is the
What
other
has he
one.
done?
He did Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, who's John Landis? What have he done?
He did Coming to America,
Okay.
and he did The American Werewolf in London.
That's
I
the
love that
old
film.
school
That film's
one.
hard.
That's so good.
Well, that was the film that Michael Jackson watched and said,
Oh, that makes
Oh.
perfect
I want to
sense.
I want to change into a monster when he saw that.
Steven's story's always been doing us good, you know. You know, you blessed us with our most watched TikTok video.
Oh, cheers.
With,
Just
with,
Pop off, King.
just send the check in it. Just,
Oh,
send the,
I mean, as soon as they pay us,
just send the royalties.
just got numbers on a dashboard. That's all we have, man. No digits, no money, no nothing, bro.
So if I don't even know how that all works, but yeah, the whole monetize and all that stuff there.
Yeah, I think you have to have like a certain amount of followers and whatnot to start making money from that. Last one I have on here is just July releases. We got 3 big films dropping in July. We have Jurassic World Rebirth, we have Superman, and we have Fantastic Four: The First Steps. This is a jam-packed July. I think there's other films that's also coming out as well, but these are the big 3. From you guys individually, which one are you looking forward to the
Oh,
most?
that's a hard one.
You wanna go first?
I think I'm gonna go to Superman.
Yeah, Superman is the one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm in between Superman and Fantastic Four.
Oh, I don't know about Fantastic Four.
I'm excited about
I'm
Superman, eh?
intrigued about Fantastic Four.
I don't know. I'm going with.
Maybe I'm
I
probably with you guys, you know.
I think 2 things. So, if general with Marvel Studios now, I've been going with low expectations, and it's made
As
me
you should.
even enjoy it more. Like Thunderbolt, I went with low expectations. Actually, there was no expectations at all.
Yeah.
I think it's actually a cool movie.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
good.
actually one of my favorite movies of this year.
Yeah.
And secondly, when I watched the trailer for Fantastic Four, the new one, I was like, isn't this a reboot of The Rise of the Silver Surfer?
We gotta get it right
It's the
this
same
time.
plot. Silver Surfer comes down, they were
Literally.
taking over your planet. All right. They have almost the same shot where
Yeah,
when she's
Human Torch goes and he's like, nah, and knocks it out. I was like, are we just doing the same thing? There's gonna be some changes because the MCU and connected, but
Yeah.
it's the same. It's just a reboot. Tim Story is pissed. Tim Story is the director of the original Fantastic Four movies. Actually, one of the first black directors to direct a
Oh
superhero
really?
movie.
I didn't even know he's black.
Tim Story. Yeah, Tim Story, man.
Oh,
Shout out
sick.
to him.
He did both. Yeah, Fantastic Four. And
Yeah, he
and
did one,
Rise of
yeah.
the Silver- Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's the fact they gave a black man that budget. 'Cause
Yeah, that's crazy.
like even the other black superheroes that we had back in the day, they had white directors.
Yeah,
directors, so
yeah.
for him to get that's amazing. But yeah, I was just like, this is a carbon copy.
And
of-
that's why you're kind of skeptical about
Yeah,
this.
I'm like,
That's fair.
I think Fantastic Four have had an issue of trying to get a story that connects to the audience in general. Like they work in comics, but when it comes to now portraying them
Which
in
is
live
weird
action,
because they're like meant to be the first superhero family, and I thought the family thing will be something they latched into. Because even the Fantastic Four, the 2001, first one, second one, dumb films, but it was fun, and you really believed the family dynamic they had. Like Human Torch was goofy, the thing
Don't-
was like the uncle.
Did we or was it because we were young?
I think
Well,
being young does play into it, but it definitely.
I think as
looked
well.
like a family
I think
to
as
me.
well because people knew who the characters. You fill in your head. I don't think they showed the family dynamic. The only thing we saw like bickering between Sue Storm and Johnny Storm for a bit, and just the dynamic between Human Torch and the Thing. That's all we saw for the most part. And what's his name, Mr. Fantastic, just trying to find a cure. That's what he keeps doing and doing his fingers.
Yeah.
I saw Mean the other day and I laughed so hard about the Fantastic Four, and you might have seen it. It's the scene where he's at his bachelor party
Yeah.
And he's talking to some women about some science experiment.
Oh yeah.
And he does the hand thing like this, and all the women lit
Oh,
up.
they were surprised. They were surprised for other
I
reasons.
see that.
But as a child, I didn't clock what they
in
were
the
talking
window.
about. I was like, oh, so that's why their face like that. I just thought they was like,
There
oh,
was,
his
yeah.
fingers went long.
As a kid, you're like,
I
oh
was
shit,
like,
his
you
hands can
nasty.
expand. The nasty as
Nasty people.
like, whoa.
They were in the club as well.
Yeah.
What else can expand?
It's like, what that finger do? All right, cool. Honestly, the best Fantastic Four movie is The Incredibles. That's the Fantastic Four to me.
Yeah, that's technically.
That is what they should be like.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're going to get that in this. I don't know, but we'll see.
I think so. I think it's a possibility. I think the director obviously did WandaVision. I think he did a great job of that. So definitely be depicting that time period. He's going to do a great job because he's done it in the past. I feel like for the trailer, it really latched into the family a lot more than I've probably seen in the 2000s. And of course, that I don't think this is a spoiler, but Sue's pregnant in this.
First steps.
So it's like they're definitely adding more of a family dynamic in it. Do I know if it's gonna be paced and the tone's gonna flow well in this? I'm not too sure, but I'm excited for it. But I'm probably with you guys in terms of Superman being
So
the one
I'll
we're
say
looking forward
why
to the
I'm
most.
excited for Superman. So even though my screensaver is the Silver Surfer, best villain of all, one of my favorite villains of all time.
Is he a villain or is he more of like an anti-hero?
Is he like an anti-villain?
Anti-hero, but
Yeah.
I was obsessed with Superman. At one point, it was like my
one?
face. No, like the old
just
ones.
in general, okay.
Just in general, but the old ones, the Christopher Reeve ones.
Oh yeah.
That was on like every single weekend.
Yeah.
Growing up, like it was just literally on all the time. And at one point, I had my Facebook name be Maz Superman Mark.
Oh,
Yeah.
your Facebook name was so we got.
I love the excitement in her voice when she told that story. I love that.
I really
So are you
really
excited for this Superman? Because there is a outrage about this Superman being a lot more colourful, a lot more brighter.
Yeah, but he was always. I feel like everyone's like, oh, like he needs to be dark and gritty. My brother in Christ, he was always preppy.
Yeah.
He was always preppy.
I think to get Superman like how it should be, there should be a balance. You can have dark moments with Superman, but you can also have the light and quirky and just zany side of Superman. And if they give us a mixture of both, then we're good. The problem with the Henry Cavill one was it was just too dark. And the Christopher Reeve one was too light for me.
Yeah.
It got silly. This guy flew up in the sky and
Spun round.
and turned time back. No, that doesn't. No, that's
And the rocks came off of Lois Lane.
Oh no! It's
like,
that.
no!
It's not that. My favorite scene. One of my favorite scenes from that is the most outrageous. He took his symbol off his chest and just took it off his shirt, and it was a shield. He just threw it.
He turned into Captain America.
He just threw it. Oh. Here's some homework for you. If you want to see a really bad superhero movie,
Is it Indian Superman?
no. Just hold that. Shout out to that. Go and watch the original Captain America movie.
Oh shit.
What, propaganda?
You're going to laugh your head off. It's so bad. It's the worst superhero ever.
Yeah.
It's so bad in that film.
That's when you just had no budget. You just did it.
There was no budget.
Just did it
Literally,
for
the
the
show was a frisbee.
Oh.
A plastic frisbee.
That must be product placement. You know, back then frisbees was like popping. Oh look, it comes back.
And the Red Skull is Italian.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And Captain America's best superpower in that movie is stealing someone's car. He does it like 3 times in the movie. If it kills me. So
Man, doing GTA.
So this has been the scene. So he'll be like, they'll be driving somewhere and he'll be like, oh, I feel sick. I need to get out of the car to vomit. So everyone will get out of the car and he will run around to the driver's side and take the car. Does it like 3 times in the movie. That is like his best superhero.
Why are you watching this?
Because I have no life.
I might check out the clips on socials. That's funny.
No, please do actually watch Indian Superman as well, though.
Oh
Oh
gosh.
god, I can only
It's
imagine
so
the
funny.
effects in that one.
Is there Bollywood dancing as well?
I was about to say, did they sing?
Oh gosh.
It's literally like, have you seen the Nollywood superhero films?
No, I have not.
Is it
no.
like, was it RRR or PPP? What was that film called again? No, that film with all the letters and the symbol. It's called RRR.
I think I know what you're
That's
talking
one
about.
of the best films I ever saw in my life.
Yeah,
That film was
hard,
amazing.
but they do some madness in that film. Though.
Yeah, but that film was
It's like,
amazing.
I want to watch it.
The dance steps in that movie was
Crazy.
amazing. It was sick. Like I'm being serious. Like it was in my top. Whatever day it came out, it was in my top 10. It was amazing. I was like, this was sick.
Fair. I'm gonna
So
watch
good.
it. It
It's
broke
a
into
long ass
Western.
film, but it's so good. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but this is great. This is great.
Wherever I feel right now is good.
Had a good time. But yeah, we should see. And what was the one you said? Jurassic World.
Rebirth. I'm telling you right now, out of all of them, Jurassic World
gonna make the
Rebirth
most
is
money.
most likely to make the most money out of all of them.
It's making the most money.
The last film, I think it was called Jurassic World Abomination, made $1 billion and it was rated the
Or
worst.
was it Dominion?
Well, yeah, I think that was the name. And it made $1 billion, and it was ranked one of the worst Jurassic World or Jurassic Park
you
films.
know what's funny?
The IP is alone strong enough to get to $1 billion.
You know what's funny? I got
Crucified.
dissed. Yeah, crucified online because I liked that movie.
I
it
did
was
not like
fun.
that one.
It was a fun movie.
I
Compared
feel
to
like
others.
people are taking it.
It's Jurassic Park, man.
Yeah, but
taking
I
it
know
too
it is.
serious.
I don't know.
The only
At some point, once you see one in Jurassic Park, you've seen them all, and then when you with this one, you're kind of like Chris Pratt again. But then you're like, okay, now there's more dinosaurs. But then it's like, what are we actually doing right now?
Okay,
what's the aim? What's the aim?
This is the new thing that Hollywood needs to start doing. Well, they did it back. They did it a couple years back, and they've stopped it. But we now need to just start doing crossovers. So give me Godzilla with Jurassic Park.
That would be so hard.
Or Jurassic Park with Transformers.
Nah.
Just give me something.
But you know whenever they do these crossovers, it's a joke thing.
Of course, but just give us that. At this point, when I know what to do. Yeah.
What happened to having fun in cinema?
Yeah.
Like, just having fun. It's like it's just ludicrous and it's like too much. Where it's like we're just wasting money now. How much people are gonna watch that
As
film?
long as you give me Optimus
people
Prime
go
riding
to
a
see
T-Rex,
Mega.
I'm good.
Optimus Prime and who?
And a
Dinosaurs.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
You're moving mad. Transformers fight Godzilla. Why?
Yeah. No, I'm saying Jurassic Park with Transformers.
Transformers.
Yeah. Why not?
What is going on?
Or the Fast and Furious movies
Oh shit.
and Jurassic Park. There we go.
No.
What? It's all about family.
Yeah, there we go.
Man has to find a ramp so he can get the car high enough to lick it.
Picture the trailer. The last shot is going to be
Family.
all the cars driving and the raptors just running to something. That's the last shot.
And then it's like it looks like a mountain, and they're just driving off.
Yeah,
of it.
just charging at something. I don't know what it's going to be.
You know, this from watching the studio, I feel like this is literally how people plan out films in
Yeah.
executive rooms. What
That's
franchise
still ideas.
should we merge it with?
If you were to take a property that's been out, it could be book, TV, anything. What would it be to make a film?
Good question.
Like anything, you're just dying to this be a film.
I need to think about that one, Junior.
What would be a good thing to make into a film?
You know what? This is me speaking like a little metamorphosis. This guy turns into a cockroach. Yeah, it's a book.
guy turns into a cockroach.
Turns
That's
into
the
a
book.
cockroach.
I've not seen it. I've not read this.
Yeah, it's by Kafta. It's an old book, but like, yeah. And it's just kind of like a really interesting one. And he talks about, he basically internalizes his conversation about him turning into a rat and the pressure of his family being like, you need to get ready for work. And it's just like that. And then in the end, like his mum kills him with a slipper or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's dark. Spoilers.
I want a film on Action Man. Because Action Man was a part of my childhood.
Action Man.
And it's a twin of Action Man. And I feel like they can really play into social commentary about...
Isn't that just toy soldiers?
Kind of, but I think they can go the angle of, it'll be live action, so
With what?
it can go into the Bible. It can go in the Bible.
What was the
angle.
villain called? Was it Dr. X or something?
Yeah. I feel like you can really get into like how Barbie really into like social commentary about society. I think they can latch into that.
So it'd be
How
like
he
warfare, but with
he may
Action Man.
He means to be a macho man, but he's not macho man. Like there's different scopes of what it means to be a man. I think that can slap.
That would slap.
And obviously,
And it would be
again.
One of their biggest sponsors or partnerships would be with Gillette.
Oh gosh.
Do you have one?
I've got two.
Oh shit!
Okay.
There's two that
writing,
I've
boy.
just been like,
This guy's got two
where
pictures.
is this? The first one is to show my age again. Thundercats.
Oh, I feel like there was talks at one point for
We need a
Thundercats.
Thundercats movie. All these 80s properties are coming back. We need a
Thundercats was
Thundercats. And we need... Because they have made sequels and they've all been trash. And they've all been rubbish. Now, if they were just wanting to just make money, like real money, especially during Christmas time, a true sequel to Home Alone. But it's for adults. Fuck the kids. Adults.
You can't say for the kids.
Fuck the kids.
You're not Michael Jordan.
Kids. Just on him as an adult.
I don't know, you know.
No, I think
Would it land? I don't know if it lands.
think it will land.
It only lands because he's the kid.
No, but
So when you make him an adult,
no, you
who's
can
gonna
still
care?
have the Christmas spirit in there, and then there's a message in there. But
Because
let's
being
just-
home alone is a kid thing.
No, but we can.
What
flip
adult
it.
cares about being home alone? Go Netflix.
We can flip it. You can set it during COVID. So many ways. You can do
I don't
this.
think it'll be called Home Alone no more.
No,
it'll get dark. It'll get dark.
If we-
That's just
if
depression.
we can,
Yeah.
we can do it.
That's just depression.
We can do this, man.
It's the void.
What?
Oh shit. Let's stop. Let's hug. Let's fix this with a hug. This guy talking about depression. You okay, Steven, man?
Just sitting in his room. No, but I
one's
think
there.
it'd work. But it's just got loads of adult themes in there. It doesn't have to be dark and depressing, but and just be funny, and get a real sequel to Home Alone. All these silly films that they've been doing. Give me that.
I don't know, because in this
Why
day
did
and
I go
age,
Outhouse with Michael Myers?
you didn't even know how still. I feel like in this age, it's hard to translate a Home Alone film because man can just go outside. And with social media, it's like, how do you lose
Well,
my
if
man?
he's on house arrest,
There's Apple. Oh shit! See, you added
No,
to an
but
adult
that's
themes.
basically what's it? Disturbia Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah,
That's a classic.
like Rear Window.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many ways you can do this.
Yeah, I'm saying I think it works as a concept, but it just won't be a Home Alone reboot. It would be another film.
It's not a reboot. It's not a reboot. It's a
Sequel.
sequel. A true
This guy's
sequel.
very, very
It's not a
precise.
reboot. It's a true sequel.
That's very precise.
And this is the story. The wet bandits, it's not even them. They're dead. And it's their kids. They want to kill him because they blame him for ruining their life. Because their dads got caught. They were stripped away from their families.
You think Joe Pesci's gonna come back?
No. They're dead.
Oh.
They're gone. They're gone.
Oh.
It's their kids.
Oh,
They want
revenge.
to kill him. They want to kill the Home Alone kid. You ruined
you
my
know
life.
what?
So many ways this could go. I'm telling you now.
That could work.
Don't matter. Please
See?
don't gas him. Don't gas him.
I'm te-
He's gonna make
You
a pitch
punter,
deck.
you
He's gonna
punter.
make a pitch
Because he
deck.
got money and now he lives in a villa. In
Money
some
from
next...
what?
He got older, he got money.
he owns.
got older, he got money.
Home security.
He has home security.
Oh, get out of here, man. You lot are moving
but,
mad.
But he's gone down for fraud, and now that's why it's on house arrest. It's on house arrest, and it's house arrest because he knows how to escape from certain places. So they've had to put him in house arrest so they can proper track him down. There's so many ways this film could go.
This feels like a Family Guy skit or a SNL skit.
Hey,
What, this actual
I just can't. I can't.
Or-
Yeah, this conversation. I can't see how this will translate into a Home Alone sequel. What you call?
It'd be a
What
horror.
would you call the film?
Home Alone again.
That low-key slaps.
Yeah.
Home Alone.
Home Alone
Again.
again.
Hey man, I've seen Hollywood do worse. So
Yeah. Or Home Alone. Knock knock. Knock knock. You're dead. There you go. There.
well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see if that comes to development.
We'll see it.
We do have I don't think we talked much about Superman actually, because I think off camera you mentioned your you didn't rank it high as a film you really wanted to watch, but you were scared of it because of how much characters were added into.
Yeah,
into
there's
the
a lot
film.
going on.
I think that's
Too many, man.
that's
Too many,
generally
man.
what.
There's a lot going on, and
What people are saying.
obviously James Gunn's track record has been good.
And that wait, before you even go off, I feel like that's my main thing with people like having like negative thoughts about Superman. Like I've seen a director that's done so well that hasn't flopped with the films he's made. Maybe some of them hasn't been as good as the other ones he's done, but it's been a good track record. That people have now like lost their faith in James Gunn as if he's done anything that deserves
Like
that
they
type
didn't
of
love
energy.
Guardians 3.
Yeah,
Everybody loved Guardians.
amazing. Probably like some of his films have come kind of ranked as, like some of the best Marvel films that we've got. And then he also went to DC and did a remake, not remake, but he did another version of Suicide Squad, which was better than the Suicide Squad.
Even though
we
no
had
one
before.
saw it, but I love that movie.
Yeah, that film flopped, but that film was incredible.
That
it
was
good.
great. That was a good time.
So like to have that type of track record and then people still be like, no, the Superman's
Well,
bad.
the ones that are crying are the ones who are Zack Snyder fans. They're the ones that's crying.
Yeah, and they didn't say anything when he was doing it.
Like we said about the Harry Potter, they're all gonna see it anyway. So all this like fake hate and all this stuff there. Oh, the CGI looks rubbish. Are we not forgetting Mr. Grin?
The mustache.
CGI mustache.
Yeah,
No, we don't talk about that.
That's crazy.
Do you bleed? Well,
That's crazy.
you suck. You don't bleed, but you suck. So it'd be fine.
You are skeptical about much characters being it, but I do remember James Gunn did an interview saying that how much he hates superhero cameos, and he said that I feel like if a character is in a film, it should serve some for a purpose. And from him saying that, I'm reckoning that all the characters that added in serve some form of purpose that will add to the story opposed to just being there, because he's got a lot.
Or that obviously they're working on the next film.
Yeah.
It's going to be something that builds up into it's world building. So
Well,
they've
they've already started filming Supergirl.
Yeah.
That's already been filmed.
Green Lantern's being shot.
Yeah. and
Peacemaker. I think Peacemaker comes out just before Superman or after.
Yeah.
And Love the
And
Green
Lobo
Lantern
as well.
and sorry?
Lobo.
Yes, they announced that. Is that being shot as well right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so
But I don't know if it's been shot, but they've started
production started.
productions and stuff. So we shall see.
I guess I think Superman's meant to be like the catalyst, just to spur out all these characters and.
Because it's
opens up the
basically
world.
like a complete. Obviously, we know this, but it's scrapping all the ideas we know of. So don't get too overconsumed that there's loads of people. This is just world building.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
And he's doing the opposite from Zack Snyder, because Zack Snyder's one pretending as if there was no superheroes.
Yeah.
Because when they made that first film, see, everyone forgets this. When they made that Man of Steel movie, they made it on the notion that it wasn't, and this is what I got, maybe I was wrong, but they made it as if it's in the same universe as The Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was getting, because they even had Christopher Nolan as the producer.
Yeah.
They made it sound like it was that world, and then when they made the sequel, I guess, the Batman vs Superman, like, oh yeah, they need to put all these superheroes in. That's why they had all these weird cameos of CCTV camera footage of the Flash.
Yeah.
So James Gunn is doing the opposite. It's like, no,
Just
these
start from the
people
beginning.
exist. It's not just this one hero. Because that never made sense to me. Like, everyone was crying about Superman, but you had Batman, you had Wonder Woman, you had all these other superheroes apparently on this planet, and no one said anything.
No one popped up. And
Yeah.
What's up?
You had the Joker causing chaos and all sorts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the main thing people are having against this film. But I'm looking forward to it. I think July is going to be a huge month, not just for these 3 films, but there are other releases dropping as well. So I'm looking forward to it. I think overall, before we end things off, Stephen, obviously I haven't seen you since, I think it's been since Deadpool and Wolverine.
No.
On hair.
Has it?
Last time, last episode we had was Deadpool and Wolverine.
It's almost a year.
We're talking about Blade and
Probably,
stuff. That was funny.
maybe literally this year. Yeah. Deadpool and Wolverine came out in July, innit? I'll say that to say, we did a little catch
That
up.
film is trash now, by the way.
Oh wait, what? We didn't hold wait.
That was trash. That's such a.
What did you say before?
There's certain films for the cinema, for the experience.
It's an event.
It was an event.
It was an event. Once the event's over, you go,
I tried to watch it multiple times at home.
You try to watch it again?
Multiple times.
Yeah, because I was like, maybe having a bad day, I'm stressed or something, and I can't focus. And that's said multiple times. I tried to watch it again. I was like, I'm actually focused this time. So it was trash.
I think it's one of those films you can't watch as a film anymore. You have to watch it as clips.
Yeah.
Because watching it as films, because the story doesn't hold any weight whatsoever.
It doesn't.
That's why it's such
And
an
also,
eventful
like, now
film.
that we've had, like, Thunderbolts, and you go back to that. Yay.
They did good for Marvel at the time, I guess.
Yeah.
Giving
Money
more
has
budget,
to make,
more
you know?
budget for Doomsday, I guess.
Yeah.
But how's it been since obviously making content in the movie world since?
Yeah, it's fine. I've shifted my mind to other things, in actually producing stuff now and writing stuff.
How's that going?
It's fine. It's been a fun process.
What type of stuff you writing?
Yeah. Genre.
What
Is
genre is
this
it?
short film web series? Or
It's
is
a
it-
series. It's a adult animated show.
Oh,
Oh,
sick.
So yeah,
that needs a budget, boy.
yeah, that's well, not necessarily. Can cut corners and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been fun. I do want to, once I'm fully happy and confident with what I've written, I do want to get into almost into a writer's room.
Oh,
Get
sick.
other people writing an episodes or multiple episodes and see where it goes from there. So
Yeah.
kind of write the outline of the story, but then I need potentially comedians to write some of the jokes.
Oh, sick.
So I'm really really
Yeah.
thinking outside the box. But yeah, it's been a fun process, and realizing how I'm not that funny, as well. It's like that's not funny.
No, but I think that highlights this conversation about being a funny person is one thing, but writing comedy is another thing.
Yeah,
And I think a lot of people don't realize that comedy is probably one of the hardest ones to do. Because in terms of you can write something that comes across funny, then you have it in rehearsals and you play it out, and then it really boils down into the actors, the tone, the landing, and then also the editing as well.
Yeah.
Or how do you edit the joke to make the joke land as well. I think there's so much elements to comedy which makes it harder than drama. So my partner does, she's a producer, and she always tells me comedy is harder to do than drama because it's easy to know what can make someone emotional. It's very hard to know what's going to make someone laugh because comedy is so subjective that not everyone's going to react to jokes the same
I was
way. So
just gonna say that as well. As long as you can find your audience that find it funny, then you're good. But if not, the trick is to make sure somebody does find it funny.
Yeah.
But firstly, you've got to find it funny first. If you're not finding it funny, you're just writing for the sake because you're trying to cater to someone else. Then that's how it doesn't come off authentic that way. So if you're in a room and all of you guys are laughing oh my god, this is so funny, then hopefully you find people who share the same type of humor you do. Like the South Park guys, which I still think is the best animated adult show ever.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hands down.
Yeah, the social
But
commentary
those
they have
guys,
is amazing.
when they're writing, they find everything. I watched the clip where they were doing, because they do the voices for some of the characters as well.
Yeah.
And it took them 20 takes to do this one scene because they just kept laughing.
Yeah, that's it.
They just kept. It's the episode about the human centipede. I don't know if you've ever seen.
Oh, I
that
remember
one.
that episode. Yeah.
And the scene with the where the Asian man's going to eat the, I don't know what he was eating.
Oh, they really got into
it's
their...
now gonna come out the other way, and they had to do, they were doing tears of laughing saying the lines. Yeah, so long as they find it funny, then obviously they can find other people find it funny. So I think that's what I learned. But I'm writing something, I'm like, yeah, I wrote it down. That's not funny.
Yeah,
it's not funny at all. I'm not even keying.
How do you get your process? Because writing's very different for everyone.
I always start off with the middle. I always write the outline of how I want it to start, what I want it to happen in the middle, what was the conflict, and the ending. Which you see a lot of films, you could tell they had a really good, strong beginning.
Yeah, then it starts to fade away a little bit.
But they don't know how to end. So as long as you, and then you, and it works for other people, but this time I'm doing it, and I'm using okay, how do I get to the ending? I want to know how I got to the ending, and then I'm writing in between.
Yeah.
And I'm even writing for one of the episodes that I've written, I wrote, so in the middle I wrote 2 different middles for it.
Okay.
And I've used it as a roadmap, but it all leads to this ending.
Yeah.
But it's just 2 different, and I've even used different characters, and how I've created the character, what's the word I want to use, the mannerism of them. How would they approach? So if we both had the same scenario, how would we go about it with our personalities? So that's how I'm writing it, and it's interesting. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Do you have a character that you see yourself in?
The main person is very relatable. I could tell you the title of it, and people just laugh when I tell the title. There's rice at home.
Yes, correct. That whole...
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
I guess that gives us a very strong idea of
Yeah.
what type of themes we're gonna go with.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
That's
So-
sick then.
But yeah, it's been fun. But yeah, Once, like I said, once I'm confident in whatever, and then I will start sharing and hopefully get other writers or people like saying maybe tweet this, maybe add this.
How do you find being now someone that's now creating their own form of media, and also being a film critic? Because I'm now seeing like there's a guy named I can't remember his name now. He's something. I think it's like Charlie with a home camera, movie camera. He's a film.
Cameron with the camera. He's a TikToker. You see him all the time. He wears glasses and his
He's
homegirl.
got like an afro.
And
quite
his
cool.
girlfriend was in Secret Sex Lives of College Girls or whatever.
Right.
So he did a short, was it?
Yeah, he's got a short, something about with a talking car that premiered in Cannes.
Right.
So he's got his film. Then there's a guy named Chris Stuntman. I don't know if you're aware of him. He's also a movie critic. He's got a horror film that's now been...
Did you say Chris
Stuntman? Stuntman? Yeah, I think you know what you're talking about.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube guy. Yeah. He's got
one
a
of my
horror film.
inspirations.
I think Neon or A24 has picked it up. So that's good for him. I think that's coming out later in this year.
See, but he's annoying me because he's now producing his own movies. He's had I think that's for the question you're
Yeah, literally. I was about
He's
to-
had this whole
He's
like,
changed his style. Of, like,
he
reviewing.
doesn't give ratings anymore. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro,
Like,
just give
he
ratings.
picks certain films he rates. He only wants to give positive reviews on movies.
That's no. I
So
think
he stopped.
That's
So he stopped talking about overall films. So any film that he posts on his YouTube, you already know he's going to give something positive about it. Or he did a video I think last year about Madam Web, and instead of talking about the film, he just talked about the industry and why did they make this film, opposed to just talking about the film. So I was just going to ask you, would you change your approach?
To me that's equivalent to now if you become like a proper film influencer.
Yeah.
And the studio wants you to work with them to promote this movie. I've always said I like to think that if I get an opportunity like that, I still want to review the movie, and I'm still gonna say to my audience, this film is bad or it's good.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion. And the thing of when I review movies as well, I'm always like I try not to be selfish with my opinion. So I can say a movie is crap in my review, but I will also say, but I can see a lot of you enjoying this.
Yeah.
Or I can see a lot of you might not enjoy this and wait for it to just go on streaming service. I'm always opening the conversation. I'm not like, do not watch this film's crap.
Yeah.
I'm like, some of you are going to enjoy it and some ain't. With Leon Stitch, I said in my review when I said a lot of you are going to have your nostalgic feathers. Like, you're going to be butthurt by your nostalgic. I said that. But I also said that some of you are going to enjoy this film.
Yeah.
So I like to think that I'm still going to have the same opinion. And yeah, that hasn't changed for me in terms of, right, because I've always been in the world of film. I've always had people who work in film up to this day. I did film studies in uni.
Yeah.
I produced my own short film. The first film I ever made was a samurai film that I went to I went to Cornwall in Japanese gardens to film it with Asian actors. So I get it. And that film was terrible. I can tell you that for a fact. It's terrible. So it hasn't changed my opinion. You can still have an opinion and still just, it's like people who make music. People can say this
They can still criticize.
And still criticize. Yeah.
I also think it's important to have that conversation, don't you think?
Yeah.
100%.
And it's opinions of the day. It's not a fact.
Yeah.
It's just opinions. So it doesn't change. Like we can all have different opinions of a film.
Yeah.
That shouldn't derail someone from checking it out themselves or just saying, you know what, they liked it, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not opinions. It's not a fact. It's not like a rule that like thou shall not watch this movie. Like, just go and watch. If you want to go and watch it, go and watch it.
I mean, there's other critics. There's a guy named Drunken Critic that also makes films as well, and he's still how he was from the beginning. I think only Chris has been the one that I've seen anyway that has definitely changed.
When he did that, I was a bit disappointed. I
was very disappointed. I think a lot of people. He's like one of the beginners of like doing.
Yeah, I used to. It's weird. I'm still subscribed to him just out of loyalty, but I don't watch the videos anymore.
Yeah, same. I'm still watching it because I kind of already know what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
now. It's
just like
there's no.
You're gonna be
no
what's the word? It's too political. It's him being political.
He's
like,
being diplomatic.
just like if it's
sad.
Yeah,
it's sad for me to see. But it's nice to know that you're still gonna be like.
No,
going through
I would like to think that I will still be reviewing movies and saying if it's good or it's not. Like, okay, the only time the only time I don't tell a film is rubbish is if I'm doing a junket.
Oh,
Let's be frank.
Yeah.
No one goes to a junket and go, "Oh, it's
hard.
great talking to you, man. This film was pants."
Yeah.
Anyway, what when I ask you, no one does that.
Yeah. That's when it's like.
The only thing I do is if I think a film is pants.
You think about one good thing you liked about it, right?
Yeah. So for example,
Because I've seen your stuff, your junkets, and I think you always like to highlight one thing you really enjoyed about it and one thing you were really excited about.
If I think the person that I'm interviewing was good in the movie,
Yeah.
I would just go
Lean onto that.
I would just go, I saw the movie, great performance.
Yeah.
Without saying, but I'm not saying the film was good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying your performance was good.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's probably the time I won't be, I guess,
You
diplomatic.
latch into the truth that you know you can.
Yeah, I'm still saying something positive. Might not say the overall
But
experience.
you're owning your truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not like, well, I'm not going to say anything at all because maybe because he is conflicted because he potentially wants to work with those studios. But we need, the thing is, we need people to say whether films are good.
Yeah.
Because if we don't,
We just get bad films.
Yeah, we just get bad films. No one's going to learn anything from anything.
Yeah.
Like, just need to. The only thing they look at is stats. Like that's why people go in there with the Transformers movies. They were bad, but they made so much money. So the studio is like, well, let's just keep putting out the same stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna make money anyway. It's like, no, listen to us. The films is bad.
Yeah.
Megan Fox cannot save this movie.
She cannot act for
This film is bad.
Yeah.
Please,
Help us.
Help
for the
me.
love of God, please. But yeah, stick to your guns.
Stick to your guns, man. On that note, man, Stephen, thank you for coming down, man. Appreciate
Pleasure, man.
you as
Pleasure,
always,
pleasure,
man.
pleasure.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Outtake Show episode 68 with host most y'all man Junes. We've got Mazzaville in the building as well.
68?
Yeah, 68. We're doing.
2 more to 70, man.
We're almost at 70. We're almost at 70 next year. Hit 100. Do something crazy. 100 episode where I'm bringing a fat bottle.
It's going to be like Christmas all over again.
Oh yeah. Christmas special coming through as well. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.